Hello and welcome everyone, whether you're watching via Citizen's Eye or YouTube or listening via iPadio and Hilltop Radio. I'm Mathew Hulbert and I'm here. The man behind it all, John Costa. Hello John. You're the one responsible for all that.
It's my fault. My broad shoulders, I'll take responsibility for it all.
Now, so for people who are watching this or listening to this and who've heard of the concept of community media, in kind of a nutshell, what is it?
It is people, certainly from the citizen's eyes point of view, very tightly focused, so therefore it's like hyper-local, I think is the term people use, so we only cover the city and the county of Leicester Leicestershire, and it's for people of faith or no faith, demographic group, LGBT, learning disabilities, other people, or a geographic area, like a Barwell or Mathew State, to get together and take responsibility for the news, what goes on in their area, and kind of make other people aware about what they're doing. You know what I mean? So take this like, yeah, I think it's taking responsibility for it and having some skills to make sure they do it properly.
Excellent. How did Citizen's Eye start?
The idea originally, we're nearly 3 years old. We're 3 years old in January. The idea was we were talking to lots of community organisations saying, John, can you help us to write a press release or do an article or do an interview, because you know we're having trouble getting into the mainstream media. We're sending stuff in and no one actually gets back to us. So to create a professional, by which I mean take seriously, community news agency and get everyone to come together in one sort of department store, if you like, and then all the different windows, like the 14 other news agencies, which are specifically senior eyes for older people. So older people come in from senior eyes, and the core often in the middle, which is our magazine, newspaper, partnership with Mercury, Citizen's Eye TV, Citizen's Eye Radio, all power the department store.
And how did you go back? A lot of people, perhaps some professional journalists themselves, might initially think, oh, a load of amateurs. To be taken seriously. How do you get over it? Have you faced that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we even had it at EDL, the English Defence League camp. One of the photographers who turned up with the biggest camera I've ever seen in my entire life, wearing a skateboard helmet, gave one of our photographers a bit of a hard time because, you know, you're taking our jobs. First of all, I'd say, well, we weren't wearing helmets. You know, we live here. You know, we walked home or went home on a bus. He got in his car and went back to London, where he was from. But also, it's about, we were capturing what was going on, but we weren't trying to sell it, get a story and that kind of stuff. So, from our point of view, what we're trying to do is, we are amateurs, we're not professional journalists, certainly don't claim to be. What we do is we capture more news, more of what's going on, because we have the time and the ability, if you like, because we're involved in things. But by putting it on something like Citizen's Eye, people like, you know, Radio 4, Guardian, Local, on Twitter, Mercury or the BBC Radio, are able to see that information and then choose whether they decide to report on it. You know, I think, you know, someone from DMU's postgrad journalism students there reported on the week, interviewed all our volunteers. They said to me, what's your vision? And I said, well, you know, in 5 years' time, people like local mainstream media providers have had to take on extra journalists, the only ones in the UK to take on extra journalists, because we're capturing so much community news that they suddenly realise that there is a need for, you know, for what they do. So I think it's brilliant. I don't see us causing a problem. You know, we don't shout to rain, we don't tub thumb. What we do is we have media training school. You know, there's 6 workshops people will go on. We have workshops run by the Mercury. The first one actually has been run on Thursday by Mark Charlton from the Mercury. We've got into a partnership with DMU as well, their Centre for Journalism, where the 200 of the 2012 community reporters were for 2012 get free professional training. Again, not to become journalists, but around media law and libel and things like that. You know, we have badges. You know, we sign up. You know, people's content details. You know, it's about it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And we teach about responsibility and I've just been on BBC Radio Leicester and Tony Wadsworth for his morning show. He said to me, John, you're actually quite a powerful man. And I never really thought about it from that point of view. There is a power. But it's, you know, what is that power there for? And it's not about, there's no hidden agenda. All we're trying to do is get people to shout about, you know, what's important to them. We often talk about Barwell, don't we? You know what I mean? do you want Barwell in 10 years' time to be when someone says, oh, yeah, you know, that thing that happened, and someone, you know, well, it's a shooting, everyone thinks Hungerford, Dunblane, that kind of stuff, you know. And unfortunately, the terrible situation that happened will always forever be associated with Barwell. But the only people that are going to take responsibility and turn around people's perceptions of Barwell and what it is going forward are the local people like yourself and your radio.
So what's special about this? This is community media.
Somebody's very near me.
It was an opportunity to come together and put everything into place. We run this community news cafe every Tuesday morning. We get between 35 and 55 people over the 3 hours we run it. For 1 hour we get together and we have a community conversation. The idea is to roll this model out to other cafes and get people that want to take responsibility for doing it. And say to people, when you've had the conversation, if you've got anything you think's great, send it through to Citizens Eye and then we'll try and get it.
Now I found being involved with Citizens Eye, you know, really fantastic.
I was there.
I come in from a different angle to some of the people. You know, I've been in professional journalism, made a good on the radio station where I worked, and yet still want to have, even though I worked as a journalism, I still want to do it. So I guess people can come from different angles, can't they? Either amateurs or people who have been professionals, such as myself, who aren't involved anymore.
That's right, everybody here is there for their own reason. So I love that, you know, we've got the editor of RNMA who's an ex-offender himself, you know, like myself, he was starting that as well, an ex-offender as well. You know, we've got someone with a disability, you know, like Lockie was here because, you know, for many years he's been fighting against the system and now he's found a way of doing it. We've got the 2 editors of CAMS, our photography news agency. We only set that up because they said, well, we don't really write we're only interested in photography. We've got the lady in charge, one of the editors of Senior Eye, about older people. That started because I was banging on about young people's news agency, the way of newspaper that we do. And they were like, well, you know, older people have issues. What are you going to do? You're going to set up a news agency for older people, Senior Eye. And then she was interested in issues, so we've set up Eco One. You know, at the end of the day, it's driven by volunteers. But I don't act in any way as the editor as like, you know, when's the next issue out and that kind of stuff. You know, if there's only been 3 newsletters in 2 years, that's because they were 3 issues coming out in 2 years, not because of that, you know, and then a volunteer will come along and we'll have a bit of a spurt in one of the news agencies and then they'll leave and it'll go quiet. And so the idea really is by in 2012 we're building it up to create that capacity, which means if we've got the content we can do more.
And finally, what's the, you mentioned it briefly about what you said to Tony Watson, but what is the vision for the future? I mean, do you ever see a point in time where citizen journalism not takes over from where you take a day off? Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? I can't imagine that. Where citizen journalism not necessarily takes over from the mainstream media, but which is taken seriously as the mainstream media, and people turn to you perhaps rather than the BBC or whatever for their initial content when they click on their mouse.
Well, I think, yeah, definitely. I mean, for the first time yesterday, we passed 1,000 unique visitors on the website, 1,092, I'm quite proud of that. And on Thursday, we're 1,000 days old. Really weird, so like a few milestones. I think the great thing about it is that because it's local, people are interested in it. If they've helped to create it, then they'll buy that newspaper or they'll listen to that radio station or they'll read that newsletter. And the thing is that people know what is going on, and I think what will happen, we'll get to the point where the mainstream media will get to the point where it kind of shrinks down, if you like, as far as it's going to go. You know, newspapers will always exist. And then what will happen is they'll look to citizens journalism to create that news again because they don't have the number of professional journalists to cover that. And hopefully we'll then get to the point where we come out the other side because we're creating so much news. More professional journalists are taken on, rehired, if you like, to be able to do it. So the Media Trust came last Tuesday and said the model that we have with the City Council, BBC Radio Leicester and the Mercury is completely and totally unique. You know, can they be a partner and help roll it out across the UK? And as far as I'm concerned, I just think that would be a fantastic thing.
Well, John, more power to you, Albert, and I look forward to perhaps speaking to you in 6 months' time for the next interview. We can see how far you've got since then.
Thanks very much, Matthew.
Congratulations.